marginalization as barriers to universalization of education. Pechan. For Odisha B.Ed Education Honours. Discrimination and marginalization as barriers to universalization of education. Introduction. The universalization of education means providing free, equal, and quality education to all children, regardless of caste, religion, gender, socioeconomic status, or region. In India, the Right to Education (RT) Act 2009 was a major step in this direction. However, deep-rooted discrimination and marginalization continue to prevent many children from fully participating in and benefiting from the education system. Understanding the terms. 1. Discrimination. Discrimination is unfair treatment of individuals or groups based on caste, religion, gender, disability, or economic condition. In schools, discrimination can take many forms: teachers ignoring certain students, children not being allowed to take part in activities, or even being physically separated from others. Though marginalization. Marginalization refers to the exclusion of certain communities from the mainstream of society, denying them full participation, resources, and opportunities. In India, marginalized groups include scheduled castes, Dalits; scheduled tribes, Adivasis; religious minorities, especially Muslims; girls and women; children with disabilities; poor urban slum dwellers and rural populations. How discrimination and marginalization act as barriers. 1. Social exclusion in schools. Many children from Dalit and tribal communities face social exclusion in classrooms. For example, Dalit children may be asked to clean toilets or sit separately during meals. Girls may be discouraged from speaking, participating, or even attending school, especially during puberty. 2. Biased attitudes of teachers and peers. Some teachers may carry caste or religious prejudice, leading them to treat students unequally. This results in low self-esteem, lack of motivation, and emotional stress among marginalized students. Peer bullying is common for students who look, speak, or dress differently, e.g., tribal children or Muslims. 3. Economic barriers. Marginalized communities are often economically weaker. Parents may prefer sending children to work rather than school due to poverty. Costs of uniforms, books, transportation, and exams act as hidden barriers. 4. Language barriers. Many tribal children speak regional or tribal dialects. If the school only teaches in Hindi or English, these children find it difficult to understand and participate. This leads to low learning outcomes and dropouts. 5. Gender discrimination. Girls in many areas are still seen as a burden and are kept at home for household work or married off early. Lack of toilets, unsafe school environment, and long distances make it harder for girls to attend school. Families sometimes believe that girls don't need education since they will marry and go to another home. 6. Lack of inclusive infrastructure. Children with disabilities are often excluded due to lack of ramps, braille books, special teachers, and accessible toilets. Even when they attend school, they may not receive the proper support to learn effectively. 7. Cultural irrelevance of curriculum. The school curriculum often reflects the values and lifestyles of the urban, upper caste majority. Tribal or minority children may not see their culture or language represented in textbooks, making them feel disconnected and unimportant. Case examples from India. Dalit students in rural Uttar Pradesh. forced to sit separately during meals and punished more harshly for mistakes. Tribal children in Odisha and Jharkhand lack access to schools nearby and face difficulty in learning in non-tribal languages. Muslim girls in Bihar and West Bengal often drop out after primary school due to pressure from conservative families and fear of harassment. Children with disabilities in urban slums, often ignored by teachers or placed in regular classrooms without support, leading to poor learning outcomes. Government efforts to address these barriers. Ek Right to Education RT Act 2009 provides free and compulsory education to children aged 6-14. Prohibits discrimination based on caste, gender, religion, and disability. 25% reservation for marginalized children in private unaided schools. Though Midday Meal Scheme provides free nutritious meals to reduce caste discrimination and improve enrollment. 3. Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan focuses on the holistic development of marginalized and disadvantaged children. Includes gender and social inclusion as major goals. 4. Beti Bachao Beti Padhao promotes girl-child education and aims to change societal attitudes. 5. Inclusive education policies. Schools are required to accommodate children with special needs. Training programs for teachers to handle diverse classrooms. Suggestions for improvement. Sensitization of teachers through anti-bias training programs. Recruitment of local and minority teachers who understand the students' language and culture. Community engagement through school management committees, SMCs. Scholarships and incentives for girls, Dalits, and tribal children. Language-friendly teaching, especially for tribal areas. Strengthening monitoring systems to check discrimination and dropout. Conclusion. Discrimination and marginalization continue to prevent India from achieving true universal education. Despite laws and policies, social attitudes, poverty, and structural inequalities keep many children out of school or push them out. To overcome these barriers, we need more than just infrastructure. We need a change in mindset, inclusive policies, and active community participation. Only then can we ensure that every child learns with dignity, equality, and opportunity.